all my freshmen stepped up tonight. You can start with Josh too, because Josh he doesn't really play as much, and he came in and impacted the game right away. And Jameer came out did his thing. Ace, he gonna do his thing. So I feel like everybody did their part. Everybody stepped up really. They just came out, played harder than them, and we just came up with the win tonight.
Really just talk about next man up. Like, that's what he just was talking about the whole time. Like, we just can't, like, be down just because the person hurt, not anything to bones, but it just next man up and just, keep fighting, keep playing from there.
St. Louis is a much older team than we are, too. So our young guys really played up to their ability and came out, kept fighting. Even our older guys kept leaning on them, too, for help. And they did their part for sure.
What a game. Just that was fun. That was fun. I was so proud of our guys the last 2 days, the way they approached it after, shooting ourselves in the foot on Saturday. Just really proud of them. I thought guys were locked into what we were going to do in our game plan. They carried over to the game. And I just thought we played really hard. We played together, and they stuck to the game plan for pretty much most of the game. And we had a lot of young guys have to play a role that was very important today, and they did that. And I thought Vince and Ace really led us. And I thought Ace, this was his best games in a VCU uniform of just quarterbacking his team and being an extension of the coaching staff. I thought our young guys gave us some big minutes, some baskets, some rebounds, some great defensive possessions. So, with all the craziness that has gone on the last couple of days here, the guys were very focused on trying to win a basketball game. So I'm very proud of them. We took a huge step today. I just had a really good feeling in the way we approached yesterday's practice, like, step up. I always say it, like, you never want to miss players, man. We miss Keyshawn, we miss Bones, but like, we're not canceling our season, right? We're not getting out of this game. It's not what you do. Next man steps up, and we've all been through it. You've been through it long enough. Sometimes you're the guy sitting out. Sometimes your teammates are sitting out, and your job is to help your team win. And we did that. Like, Jameer didn't shoot the ball well today, but he drew 6 fouls, had some good rebounds. I thought, 9 points from Levi gave us, some great baskets and some rim protection. And then, I thought Corey went in there. Corey had some great defensive possessions that don't show up on the stat sheet. And I just think everybody was in their role. Mikkel was great today. He did some awesome things for us to help us win. I could go on and on. And look at Josh. Josh went in there. He sat on the bench a lot this year. He didn't look like he sat on the bench at all today. He played with great confidence. I'm so proud of him. I just had a feeling driving into work today that our guys are going to figure this out. I really did. I've been in this position before as a coach. You have injuries, missing guys for crazy reasons. And what are you going to do? Like, we didn't feel sorry at all for any of us. I was really excited today going through the day, seeing how our guys were going to play. Like, how are they going to react? I'm not saying we're going to win the game, but I just felt really good and excited to watch these guys step up and try to beat St. Louis. I really was. And our whole staff was today. And I felt it among our team. Like, doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but, man, we were in the right place to go into this game. I thought you saw that right from the start. They really love to play basketball. Like, I've coached a lot of teams, and I've had teams that really love to play basketball. They're all about it. And you have some teams that are still good, but they don't love basketball like you may love it, right? These guys love to play. They love to be in the gym. They love to compete. I think that's huge, especially with this crazy year. When they are playing and they are practicing, they're enjoying that. That's their favorite part of the day. They're enjoying that the most. And we get after it. But I think they're pretty close, so they do really get excited for each other's success. They're also hard on each other, but they all accept it the right way. And I think that's huge. Even though we're young, I think we can get better in all aspects of that. But the other thing, we've had some adversity. We haven't been on pause, right?
Yeah.
Cancellations, and 5 minutes before practice, guys get out. We've had situations. 48 hours on a Sunday, 48 hours before we when you guys go play Dayton at Dayton, you know, we different adversity like that. We had to respond to different changes in our schedule. And I just think our guys, some of it's they're naive, right? They just want to play. All right, coach, let's go play. I love that. I love that. I hope we don't lose that sort of innocence about just the appreciation of playing. Brendan Medley-Bacon has had 2 really good weeks. The last 2 weeks, I think he's played his best basketball since he's been here. Motor is better, going after the ball more, finishing it. He's playing with a little better pace. He's getting comfortable, right? And I think the biggest adjustment, especially with the speed and how we play and how all 5 guys really move around, you know, it takes time for big guys, especially as big as him, to figure that out in the pace. Gotten better. His ball screen defense is really improved. He had some great hedges today and did some things. So, you know, he helped us. He really helped us. He gave us some quality minutes, and we can use that big body and bang and all that stuff. And I need him to rebound better. That's like, you got to go get rebounds. Even though you keep him alive or you don't let your man get him, you got to go get rebounds. That's the next step for him. But, you know, you saw him catch it and finish it. That was impressive because, you know, that wasn't an easy play. I mean, he can move his feet and he can get places. So he's just going to get better and better. Josh Banks, 20 minutes, 3 for 5, 2 assists, 7 points. Like, he's just, I'm so proud of him because he just keeps working. And he could have been a disenfranchised freshman, right? He said, I'll just wait for my turn next year. He hasn't been like that. He's working hard. He and Jamal shoot extra in the arena all the time. In the mornings, he comes back in the evenings and shoots. He's listening. I'm really hard on him because I think he's going to be a really good player, and you saw signs of it today. Sometimes for freshmen, you just put in a tough spot, and you gotta pay your dues, right? And sometimes you don't like it, but I've never heard him complain. He's never talked back to a coach or thinks, you know, it's BS. He just keeps going, and he listens. Well, here he is. You know, you have to step up, Josh. Well, he's put his time in, and he helped us beat St. Louis, who's a really good team today. If we don't have Josh Banks today, we don't win. And that's the right way to handle it as a freshman. Really, really, really proud of him. He should be ready to go. He's had a really good 2 days of rehab. You know, biggest thing, once the MRI came back and there was no ligament damage or tendons, the bone was fine. You know, I think part of that is an injury like that, and you do something to it, it feels really weird. You're a little more scared and nervous about something wrong. Once you know, he and his mother have realized that's not, you know, there's no structural damage and all that stuff, and our doctors, Dr. Locker, Dr. Cheatham and Dennis Williams, our trainer, they had a plan for him in the last couple of days. He's done really well, and he felt really good today. And, you know, he was out on the court and shoot around today, moving around. That's a good sign. Now he got 3 more days of rehab before Saturday, so we'll see how he feels then. So look, I treat these guys like my son, like my sons, right? I'm never going to put a kid on the court when he's hurt. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about the win or the loss. If he can go and we're all on the same page and the doctors feel good and he feels great, then he'll play. If that's not the case, we have a lot of basketball left in this season. He has a lot of basketball left in his future. You know, we'll play games without players because of injuries. We're not going to hurt them more. And you know, I talk to these recruits and these parents. The number one thing I'm going to do is take care of them, their health and their well-being and their safety. And if that means a guy has to sit on the bench because he's not ready to play because of an injury, so be it. And I don't care what anyone says. That's number one on my list. It's always been. If he's ready to play on Saturday and he's done a great job rehabbing and we're in a good place, great. We got a good player back, right? If not, we're going to try to fight like crazy down there at Davidson, try to win a game.